what's cracking? I'm out here in the UK on the straight out of Compton tour, man. Much love. And you know you rocking with, man. It's Lil Easy E, and we about that online. So we finna get it cracking, man.
You know, as far as Charleston is concerned, man, man, I remember when, you know, I first reached out to him, you know, and the crazy thing about it is that when I reached out to him, bro, I probably only had saw about one or two of his interviews, you know, and I really just reached out to anybody, was reaching out to anybody celebrity wise that, you know, had a big platform, or that, man, my only where this is going at is beyond me. This is how I know that this is a divine intervention, because when I reached out to all of these celebrities that I done got connected with, that I'm reaching out to, the only thing been in my mind been, man, how I can get y'all to book promotion. Let me pay y'all to do some book promotion. And, you know, they just ended up, you know, gravitating towards my situation, just being taken aback by, you know, what I actually have going on. And it just, and I'm just building establishing the craziest relationships. But so I didn't know who he was. I didn't know that he made outlandish statements towards Muslims. I didn't know he made outlandish statements towards the prophets. I didn't know that he made outlandish statements to all of these other people, all of these other organizations. I didn't know. So one day I got a call from him, you know, and I don't answer strange numbers or numbers, just like how our situation been, you know, and I just, something just was like, man, answer this call. And it was you, you know, and I was like, whoa, you know, so the same thing happened with his situation. You know, I already had done reached out to so many people strategically, which he was one of them, but I wasn't expecting, such a fast, you know, contact from him, you know. So when I answered the call, man, it was him, and he was like, "Yo, what's up, homie? This Charleston, you know." And I was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" You know, and you know, we started talking and stuff like that, man. And I told him, you know, what I was, you know, trying to reach out to him for, or whatever. And he said something in the conversation, man. We spoke for about a good 30 minutes, man. And he was just like, "Man, your energy is just crazy, man. I just feel something is just more of a divine working with me meeting you, you know." And he said, "Man, to be all the way honest, man, I don't even have no Muslim homies. You know," he said, "You would be the first Muslim homie that I have." And it went over my head because I didn't know about the other stuff that's on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even pay it no attention at the time. It, like I said, it went over my head. And we got into some other things about what he wanted to do with my situation. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, this gangsterism concept, podcast, and, you know, a variety of other things, you know, and boom, and we took off from there. So later on that night, I went back and did some homework, you know what I'm saying? Started researching, you know, back checking, you know, and man, and the stuff that, you know, I saw, I was like, whoa, you know, and honestly, it made me apprehensive. You know, I was like, dang, man, I don't know if I want to, you know, being where I am, coming from where I come from, you know, and I was like, dang, bro, you talking about breaking the psychological chains of gangsterism. So if I make this decision, you know, then I'm still thinking with that same mindset. You feel what I'm saying? So I started looking at it from a more divine perspective. Like, man, this can really be great. And what people is, you know, where a lot of the conflict come at with people in Charleston, right? And, you know, I understand a lot of stuff that he's saying. I respect a lot of stuff that he's saying. And although there may be things that, you know, I disagree with, it ain't much, you know what I'm saying? But although there may be things that I disagree with, man, I see his mission. I see his mission, and he's strategic. The brother is intelligent. He's intelligent, bro. You know, he's more intelligent than 98% of the internet. You know what I'm saying? So of course, a lot of the things that he's saying is going to go over their heads, you know. And it was something else that I mentioned about, you know, he calls himself a shock jock, right? And I understand shock therapy. Sometimes, bro, the culture, first and foremost, we need a cultural shock, right? As long as we got people, you know, that go about things articulately, intelligently, when we're dealing with ignorant people, we're never gonna penetrate what we need to penetrate. You feel what I'm saying? So if all we always got, bro, is, you know, people talking like Dr. Umar and Martin Luther King, peace and blessings be upon him, Malcolm X, and even though Malcolm X was a more he went about his you know his methods with more vigor, still yet it wasn't enough to really shock what needed to be shocked. And dealing with this generation that we in, bro, when everything is just about, you know, killing and Dracos and, you know, all of this other crazy stuff, bro, you know, we need, like, the reason why he's so sensational right now is because he's shocking everybody. It's a shock. He's disrespecting the Bloods. He's disrespecting the Muslims. But the thing about it is that when you see the underpinnings of how he's attacking the situation, it makes sense, you know? And as far as what he say about, you know, the Muslims, you know, there's Muslims that do community stuff, but who actually steps up aggressively? Where's the aggression? There's no there's no aggression. And it done been times I done been sitting here, saw the George Floyd situation happen, and I've been like, man, when the we going, you know, like, man, stop, you know. And I went off, bro. I even got blocked on Facebook, put me in Facebook jail, locked my account and all types of stuff, you know, because of how I felt, you know. And I was like, man, why y'all out there rallying? Y'all just sitting around with signs and all type of shit. Why y'all ain't doing, like, why y'all? And I wanted them to do something more aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And here this guy go, boom. And this is what we need, bro. This is what we need, man. And you know, and as far as, you know, how he go about addressing the organizations and how he addresses, you know, the deceased rappers and stuff, you know, I don't agree with that, you know, but that's his method, you know. But then the thing about it, even though I don't agree with it, I understand it because he's separating the characters. And this is what people aren't doing with him on these social media platforms. They're not separating the character. You know, his persona as an internet character is, you know, he makes a living doing that. You know, but bro, he's a full-time activist that out there in the street that's putting it down. So he's really, you know, living what he speaks, man. So he's an embodiment of his persona on offline. When he's in the streets, bro, he actually, you know, he got things that he's doing for the justice, for the juvenile system and all types of stuff, man. So he's somebody that's, you know, that's really handling his business and out there, you know, not just somebody that's online just talking about change, but he's actually going about doing it, and he's attacking the areas that, you know, people scared to attack. And again, I'll never, you know, just blatantly disrespect the dead. You know, I'm not going to do it, man. Peace and blessings upon everybody, and, you know, the greatest respect. But I understand how he separates the character. Like, I can't remember Aramis or whatever Nipsey Hussle name is. Peace and blessings be upon the brother. From the character Nipsey. You know, he's Nipsey to, you know, the fans. You know, and then he's, you know, Aramis to his family. So he addresses two different situations, and, you know, people might not understand it, but this is how his mind works, you know. And it may not work for everybody, but for the most part, just like Allah says inside the Quran, it taking one life, killing one person is like killing all of mankind, and saving one life is like saving all of humanity. You know, none of us would be able to change this completely, bro, in totality. But as long as we can just reach 1, 2, a couple, a few, then, you know, that's all that matter at the end of the day, man. We just need to just strive to reach who we can reach, man, and who we can't, man, just fuck it. And the sad reality, a lot of this, and I'm gonna be one of the first to say it, the sad reality of our situation, bro, dealing with, you know, those of us that's still caught up in the mind state of gangsterism, just have to die off. Because you can tell people the most intelligent things in the most intelligent ways, in the most articulate ways, and they're still not going to grasp it because they got black spots all over their heart. They're heart dead. And this is when we're talking about the dumb, deaf, and the blind. These are those individuals. So sadly, they gotta die. Those niggas have to die. Period, bruh.
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on BoutTheOnline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.